Last episode, we crawled into the frozen dark of the northern woods and talked about the Wendigo, that gaunt, hunger-mad spirit of the deep cold. If you survived that one, good. You'll need those nerves tonight, because the entity we're covering this week is something different, something worse, something that doesn't stalk you through the wilderness. It stalks you through your own mind. Tonight, Slenderman. Pull up a chair, turn up the volume, and whatever you do, don't look at the window behind you. Every monster has an origin. The Wendigo rose from famine and the desperate cold of the subarctic. Slenderman rose from something perhaps more unsettling, a forum post, a Photoshop contest. An ordinary Tuesday in 2009, a user named Victor Surge posted 2 black and white photographs on the Something Awful forum. Doctored images of a school playground, the kind of grainy washed out photos that feel like they were taken by someone who didn't come home afterwards. Standing at the edge of each photo, barely in frame and possibly tall, was a figure in a black suit. No face, arms that seemed too long, hanging like wet rope. The caption beneath one image read, "We didn't want to go. We didn't want to kill them." But its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time. Within days, the internet did what the internet does. It ran with it. Other users added their own photos, their own accounts, their own lore.
I started doing the posts and the pictures. I was just impressed that the people in the thread itself thought it was really cool and interesting, and really never expected it to go out of the thread. I think someone even in the thread remarked like, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny if we put these out there and people thought they were real because it's so interesting and unique and strange." And then a few other people started doing their own Slenderman posts, and then within a few weeks, people were just starting to distribute it and make more Slenderman. Slenderman mythology was growing like right away, a few weeks after it was created.
Slenderman spread like fog, quietly, completely, into every corner. What makes Slenderman different from every other monster is that he was born knowing exactly what he was doing. He was designed by human minds to exploit human fears, and somehow that makes him more real, not less. Because there is the thing about fear. It doesn't care whether the thing that scares you actually exists. Your amygdala, the ancient reptilian alarm system deep in your brain, it fires the same whether the threat is a tiger or a shadow that looks like a tiger. Slenderman is made entirely of shadows that look like tigers. Let's talk about what Slenderman actually looks like, because this is the first thing you need to know if you want to survive an encounter. Though I'll warn you now, by the time you can see him clearly, your survival window may already be closing. He is tall, obscenely, impossibly tall. Reports place him anywhere between 7 and 15 feet, though his height seems to shift depending on the space he occupies. In a narrow alley, he is narrow. In an open field, he is vast. He wears what appears to be a black business suit, crisp, formal, in the worst possible way. There is no face where a face should be. There is only pale, smooth, featureless skin, like the inside of a mask with nothing behind it. His arms are wrong. They are too long, bending at angles that arms simply do not bend. Some accounts describe additional appendages, dark tentacle-like extensions that emerge from his back, reaching outward in all directions, not aggressively, almost tenderly. He does not run. He does not need to. He is simply there, and then he is closer. He does not make sound. He does not breathe. In photographs and video footages, cameras malfunction in his presence. Static, warping, white noise eating the frame from the edges inward. A critical identification warning. The most reported experience of Slenderman is not seeing him. It is almost seeing him, a tall shape at the edge of the tree line. Something in your peripheral vision that vanishes when you turn. Darkness in the shape of a person. If you find yourself rationalizing what you almost saw, stop rationalizing. Trust the instinct, behavior, and how he hunts. Slenderman does not hunt the way a predator hunts. He does not chase, he does not ambush, he does not even approach exactly. What he does is far more insidious. He haunts. The process begins with proxy syndrome, sometimes called slender sickness. Victims report weeks or months of escalating symptoms before a direct encounter. Chronic nosebleeds, paranoia, disassociation, vivid nightmares of dark forests, the overwhelming sensation of being watched. Some victims begin sleepwalking, waking in unfamiliar locations with no memory of moving. Others begin compulsively drawing him, that faceless silhouette, over and over in notebooks and on walls, like the image is trying to push its way out from the inside. Then comes the sightings, always at a distance at first, always at the edge of a forest, or the far end of a road, or just past the reach of a streetlight. He stands there. He watches, he waits with the patience of something that does not experience time the way you do. And he gets closer, always closer. It's never dramatic, it's never a sudden charge. You simply look away, and when you look back, he is nearer. 30 feet, 20, 10. And by then, the people who see him often report something deeply disturbing. They stop being afraid. A strange calm overtakes them. They say the outstretched arms look almost welcoming. They walk towards him. Those are the ones who disappear. Known weaknesses, what the research suggests. I won't lie to you. This section is short, and that should frighten you more than anything else I've said tonight. Unlike the Wendigo, who has clear cultural lore around banishment and salt and fire, Slenderman resists the traditions. He was not born of ancient oral history. He was not bound by the rules of spirit that predates electricity. He is something new, or something very, very old, wearing a new face. Either way, the usual tools don't apply. What we know, or believe we know, is this. Slenderman seems to feed on attention, on awareness. The more you learn about him, the more you look, the stronger his pull becomes. This podcast right now may be a risk. I want you to know that. I'm choosing to believe that knowledge is armor. I hope I'm right. Otherwise, what's the point of this podcast? What the accounts suggest works, even temporarily, is movement. He does not seem to follow into truly populated places, crowds, bright lights, noise. He's a creature of edges, the edge of the forest, the edge of sleep, the edge of your field vision. Stay in the center of things. Stay loud, stay in the light. And if you feel that strange calm, that inviting warmth in his direction, run towards noise, run towards people, run toward anything that makes you feel small and ordinary and part of the world, because that feeling of smallness is what he steals from you first. Survival protocol. These 6 rules. We end every episode with rules. Here are yours. 1. Do not go into the woods alone at night. This sounds obvious. You will find reasons to ignore it. Don't. The tree lines is his domain. The threshold between open space and dense dark is where he waits. 2. Trust peripheral fear above direct observation. If something in the corner of your eye makes your stomach drop, do not look away to rationalize it. Act on the instinct. Move towards people immediately. 3. If you begin drawing him involuntarily, tell someone. Compulsive imagery is an early warning sign of proxy syndrome. You are not going mad. You are being targeted. Get help. Get witnesses. Do not be alone. 4. Do not film him. I know the instinct. Every generation films everything. But the static, the distortion, the corruption, the corrupted footage, that is not a recording artifact. That is an invitation. Cameras are lures. Put it down. Run. 5. The calm is a trap. If you feel peaceful near him, serene, accepted, drawn forward, you are already compromised. That feeling is not comfort. It is the absence of the survival instinct he has stolen from you. Fight through it. 6. Noise, light, and people. He cannot follow you there. Or perhaps he has simply chosen not to, yet. Either way, that is where you go. That is where you stay. The Wendigo wanted your body, your flesh, your warmth, the desperate animal heat of you in the cold. Slenderman wants something quieter, something harder to name. He wants the part of you that stands at windows at 3 a.m., looking out at the dark, half hoping to see something, looking back. Don't give it to him. Stay in the light. Stay with the living. And if you see a tall man at the edge of the woods, a tall man with no face and arms like shadows, don't stop walking. Don't look back. And whatever you do, whatever calm and warmth you feel pulling you towards him, keep moving. This has been the Monster Survival Guide. Stay safe, stay skeptical, and remember, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. Until next time.